Hello folks and welcome back to twitch.tv/games with Nick. We are continuing part 2 of the case that we started last time named Chain Reaction. So we came up on the scene of an accident, saved a bunch of people, realized that the reason for the accident was that somebody had electrocuted two men in a cart. Following traces of the cart, we stumbled upon a successful bank heist caper, where they sent the money and the jewels that they stole from the bank security deposit boxes through into the river with some barrels. So I guess the second part of the case, which we interrupted just because I had to go and couldn't keep streaming, is just finding out who the fuck did it. Alright. Oh, and a suspect of the three that we arrested
MB.
escaped from Scotland Yard, so we should try to catch them up. Mr. Butcher, we have the most excellent news for you. Please arrange to visit the hospital as soon as possible so that we may conclude this matter. P.S. for condition stationary. Dr. Matthew Smith, Great Ormond Street Hospital, London.
This letter from yesterday perhaps explains why Butcher was in such a hurry. At any rate, I now have an exact address. Reginald Butcher is fond of sweets. This pen is an expensive one, but it isn't new.
Dear Mr. Butcher, your repeated absence, which is compounded by your delays with existing workload, simply cannot continue. You are responsible for a number of serious errors that your colleagues have found themselves compelled to rectify. We are sorry for this present situation, as you have always been an exemplary employee. We understand the complication of your personal situation, but if you are unable to correct your behavior in the immediate future, we shall be forced to terminate your employment. Directors, Under Electric Railways Company of London.
Reginald Butcher had problems with his job.
I'm gonna guess that it involves his daughter not feeling well. Benjamin, my son, I would be so pleased if you could join me and help lead our next charity banquet, which is due to take place on Sunday after the service. Your goodwill brings such joy, and I know that I may rely upon you. I remember how your life began in sin, your feeling rejected and alone in the world, and how you turned to the criminal path. But you found the strength within you to make the change. You became a good man. Our Lord will have mercy upon you. I shall always be happy to see you in our church, my son. God bless you, Pastor Gordon.
My life has changed thanks to Pastor Gordon and my faith.
Well, I guess maybe Anglican priests are still called pastors, but that's clearly a Catholic nun next to him.
Murad, quite a popular brand of cigarette. Thick leather gloves. They're probably insulating. Whiskey. Of poor quality. Electrical wires.
Dear Mr. Garrett, we're obliged to inform you that despite your expropriation, you are still in debt of a considerable sum of money. We would like to request that you contact our payment service as soon as possible, otherwise we shall be obliged to involve the police in this unfortunate matter. Mr. Stewart, Financial Director, Bank of England.
A book. Karl Heinzen's 1848 Der Mord, with a bookmark.
That's the deep cut.
This terrible passage is apparently appreciated by Garrett.
If you have to blow up half a continent and create a bloodbath in order to destroy the Barbarians' party, you can be deemed to possess neither scruples nor conscience. Anyone who would not happily sacrifice his own life for the honor of exterminating 1 million barbarians is not a true Republican. I agree, such clear-sightedness. Alright, so before we interrogate these people, let's go to the hospital. Anarchists oppose to state capitalism and market relations, but Thomas Garrett is in debt to the bank. Benjamin Fowler was a bandit when he was young, but has since changed his ways. Alright.
I'm I'm apparently in the children's ward.
Yeah, the feeling was gonna have to do something with his daughter.
I'm apparently in... Merrill Butcher. A young woman lost her life.
Oh man.
Mr. Butcher's wife.
Oof, that's rough. Mr. Butcher, I can confirm that we are willing to admit your daughter into the care of our hospital. You will be responsible for the travel expenditure, naturally taking all appropriate precautions due to the delicate state of your daughter. Additionally, you must attend to any accommodation costs and all medical attention. Final bill cannot be summarized within this letter. It will depend, of course, upon your daughter's condition, but I must warn you that the sum may be considerable.
Admission file at Karolinska University Hospital in Stockholm.
If you're responsible, I will absolve you.
Mr. Reginald Butcher, I've come from Scotland Yard. Might we talk?
All right, but not too loudly. She's finally asleep.
Is she your daughter?
Our pretty little Merrill. She's very ill. Now look, I'm sorry I ran, but I had to see Dr. Blowberry today and the policeman wouldn't listen.
Don't worry, I understand now.
You're a railway worker. That's clearly his daughter's gift. Recently cleaned his shoes. Married. Well, you know, his wife died, as we already know. What are we missing? Shabby, expensive white waistcoat. Secondhand clothes. Damn it!
Can she be cured?
It'll take a long time, but I'm confident that we'll win this fight. I can't bear to think otherwise.
Yes, it's probably just a question of money.
What are you talking about? It's a question of willpower, and my daughter will win.
Yeah.
I do hope so. Although the treatment at the Karolinska University Hospital is very expensive.
Yeah, it's our only hope. Thanks to the good Dr. Blowberry, she finally has a bed. We're going out next week. It's our last chance. Do you have children?
I do, actually.
I have a daughter too.
Or, I do, I mean, Sherlock does. I don't.
We'd sacrifice our lives for our children, would we not?
Yes. Of course, yes. What do you do for a living, Mr. Butcher?
I work at the office of the Underground Electric Railways Company.
Then you must be familiar with electrical devices.
I am indeed. Why do you ask?
It is of no consequence, but tell me, what are the reasons behind the problems you are experiencing at work?
Problems? What do you mean?
You have already received a written warning.
Yes. I'm often late to work. My boss doesn't understand my situation. It's difficult since my daughter became ill.
I see. Coincidentally, we found one of your company's cabs in the square where the accident occurred.
Really? Why was it there?
I have no idea. Do you?
No. But a week ago we had a technical cab stolen, along with its tools. Do you think that could be the one?
It's possible.
Alright. Original Butcher knows how to work electricity, but that doesn't mean he would be capable of creating a good electrical trap. He could have been able to create it. I don't necessarily know that he did it, but... He has problems at work because he's taken time off to visit his daughter. Alright. Go back to Scotland Yard and interrogate the other two suspects. Alright, let's start with you.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation.
Who are you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Thomas Garrett. Why am I here?
You are a witness to murder.
Of course. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that the police jailed an innocent man in order to close a case.
No one has been charged yet.
Yet.
Based on the cough, he's ill. He's an anarchist. He's poor. He has silicosis, and ooh, he works with electricity. Thomas Garrett is an aggressive person who wears the symbol of the anarchist. He dislikes the police and was probably all authority. It is obvious that he is poor, as his clothes are old and worn. Mr. Garrett exhibits black sputum through his coffin, which is symptoms of silicosis. Garrett is ill. A specific burn upon his finger reveals that he must work with electricity.
Did you perhaps see anything in particular during or after this disaster?
Yes, I saw part of your bourgeoisie burn up and explode. It was spectacular.
Why did you remain in the square? Why not seek shelter?
Like the rest of the sheep, there were some wounded comrades, workers. I wanted to help them.
You have a severe cough. Are you suffering?
It's only a cold.
Yeah.
Why not be honest with me? You are spitting up black fluid.
Ah, well observed. Yes, I have enough coal dust in my lungs to fuel an entire London district.
You were a miner then?
Since the age of 13, yes. At the Newcastle mines. 15 years of hell. Those were bloody times. But now it's over. I don't want to die in those holes like my father and my brothers did, in order to line the pockets of the rich.
Do you have any electrical knowledge?
How do you know about that? You a mind reader?
There are electrical wires amongst your belongings.
Clever. Yes. I teach electrics to my comrades, since I'm currently without paid work. I'm self-taught, so we're not as dumb as you might think. And I don't want to work for bosses anyway.
I don't know whether he would have enough knowledge to set up the trap. I'll have to go watch it
Please,
again.
escort this suspect for interrogation.
This is the worker that got injured.
Good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation.
I'm Benjamin Fowler, and I was arrested by mistake. I swear it.
You have not been arrested, Mr. Fowler. You are here as a witness.
Oh, but I saw nothing. I swear. Let me go.
You were arrested as a suspect, not as a witness, to be perfectly honest. You're a gang member. He's a smoker. We know he's a smoker already because he had cigarettes. He's religious because of what we've seen. What am I missing? Oh, but Benjamin Fowler, a man in his 40s, is a manual worker. He's involved in reconstruction work in the Statue of the Square, which explains his presence at the scene of the accident, and his resulting leg injury. Mr. Fowler has a dot tattoo, a gang member's mark, which he attempts to hide. Yellow nails identify him as a heavy smoker. He is a religious man.
Could you tell me what you were doing at the scene of the accident?
I was working on the square's statue. I work for the council, I swear it.
Do you ever work with electricity?
Yes, sometimes. I repair electric lampposts, but I'm not a specialist. I swear it. It's new, isn't it? And complex and dangerous.
I understand.
Mr. Holmes, I know you're a great detective and you understand me, so please let me go. I know nothing, I swear.
Yes, you swear it, I know. Mr. Fowler, does the name Rasco ring any bells with you?
First time I ever heard it, I swear.
Yeah, except for your dog tattoo.
But your tattoo resembles his. You are in his gang, are you not?
No, it was a long time ago. I already forgot, I swear it. I just picked a few pockets for him when I was a young fellow. But I ain't proud of what I did. All my family, my parents, my brothers, dogs and cats all died when I was a lad. I wouldn't have survived otherwise.
So the dogs and the cats also all died. Damn. Oh, the were there? Oh yes, the two victims. Are they here? No. Were they belongings up there? Did I just miss them? Oh yeah, I completely missed this. Jeez. Okay.
Belongings of the victims, Rasco and his acolyte. The standard deck of playing cards. A police report about Rasco. He's only a minor criminal.
Mauricio Frida Vincente, also known as Rasco, leader of the small gang of whose members can be identified by the gang's motif, the dog tattoo. The gang has been involved in frequent violence, robbery, pickpocketing, etc.
A Webley revolver. Rasco is fond of licorice. Huh. The licorice was found both at the sewers and amongst Rasco's belongings. A normal pocket knife.
You know, I think I believe that he's not in the gang anymore. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, damn. Oh. Oh. This is the end of the case, huh? I need to look at the accident area once again. Oh god. What's happening? What's happening to the game? Oh, ooh. It's stuttering like crazy. So, the wire
There's a metal strapping.
was connected to that.
This crank has been turned. This crank.
Puddle had been set. The wire was all the way up in here. to this contraption. This is a pretty complex contraption. Wine. I feel like this is where this
An
game...
open bottle of cheap wine. A single glass containing traces of alcohol.
This is where this game maybe loses a bit of its shine for me. There is a lot of deduction that they're asking us to make sight unseen. Thermite for railway welding was used. You know, I gotta say, I'm sorry, but I think it's pretty damnable that it's gotta be Butcher. It's gotta be Butcher. Because Fowler is not the anarchist. He's not working for anybody right now. He's a manual worker working for the Square. He's formerly from the gang. But the point is, the Roscoe gang had a London Electric Railway cart. They had amounts, a bunch of things that come from railway workers. There's no way. It's gotta be Fowl. It's gonna be no, not Fowler. Butcher. It's Butcher. Oh. Because there is a child in the way. I am torn. I'm gonna absolve him, like I said.
Mr. Butcher,
Shh. She's finally asleep. I knew you'd
you
return.
should go to Stockholm with your daughter. You will save her. I've made my decision. Leave now.
You understand, I was forced to do all this.
Perhaps you were.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye.
You know, the bank was robbed, but it has insurance. The accomplices were gang members. Did they deserve to die? No. But accept the decision. The next chapter is Fever Dreams. This is probably not the ending for it. Let me quickly check that. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, this is actually the last case. Never mind. All right. Let's finish the game.
Holmes, at last you're back. We can't find Kate.
Oh.
She went for her lesson, but the teacher says that Kate never arrived.
Mrs. Hudson?
She's gone out to ask around the neighborhood.
I mean, I know where I want to go.
Kate, are you here?
Oh, let me read the letter from the guy that I just absolved. Hey Holmes, you don't need to repair your window just yet, because it's not over, you filthy scum. You think that putting Percy behind the bars will save you? We are men and you won't be able to track us all. Anonymous. This should be a better letter. Mr. Holmes, I can never thank you enough for all that you have done. I must leave what I did, but you understood me. My Meryl is recovering slowly. Today she managed to eat a little soup. I cried. We have good hope that she will live. With all my gratitude, Reginald Witcher. Oh, no?
Kate! Kate took her diary. Why would she take her suitcase? Why was it left? She took all of her favorites. She packed her things and left. I don't understand.
Oh, I think I do.
What's that? The sound came from Alice's room. Alice! Kate! Kate! Where are you?
Whoa, I am tripping very bad. Oh god, not one of these.
What are you doing, Holmes? Alice, that snake, she confused her. What?
Alice? Where is my daughter?
Your daughter? You don't have one, Mr. Holmes. You never did.
My God! My daughter, what did you do to her?
What you could never do. I made her happy.
I don't care what you think. Where is Kate?
You fool. You're useless to her. Why even bother?
Okay, we'll slap her.
Holmes, stop that.
I'll make her talk.
We don't need her. Just use your skill. I'll take care of her.
I remember this place from my last visit. It's different now. Something was taken from here.
Oh, I need to compare the before and after. Do I need to compare the before and after, or just look at everything that was gone? Where did the mirror go? Cradle was moved. Oh, the candle's near the chair too, it looks like. This thing. Oh no, okay, the wheelchair has just been moved there. And the mirror has just been moved there. So no, and no. Alright, yeah, I guess that's all, right? Yeah. Oh, actually, the portrait, I also don't see anywhere else.
Portrait of Alice's father, William Hamilton, and some items required to conduct a séance are missing.
Alice entered through here.
He is angry. He's in mourning. He went to Highgate Station. He used chalk.
This will not change anything, Mr. Holmes.
How dare you endanger my kid? Possibility she visited the cemetery. She might have performed a spiritual seance to talk to her father, William Hamilton. Which means we should go to the family crypt.
The lead goes to the cemetery. Watson, keep an eye on her.
No. Too soon.
Kate! Are you here?
Okay.
Kate, what did she do to you? Alice brought them to perform the ritual. Alice...
Candles.
That's where Alice's father was buried. Go to the old cemetery of 4 others and find the crypt. The crossing, trampled by feet, felled by bullet. Scholar of Rose. Earth-digging giant. These writings constitute a single message, a guide. Kate's suitcase. Why did she leave it here? Kate's diary.
I went to Alice at the cemetery. We were going to speak to her father. The ceremony scares me, of course, but I'm excited too. I shouldn't allow myself to feel scared, as what is to follow will be even scarier. She is so beautiful. She has prepared the candles, the portrait. She looks so relaxed. I cannot prevent myself from trembling. She begins. She calls him. She's turning in on herself, and she's muttering. I cannot understand as she speaks a strange language. She is holding chopsticks in both of her hands. I am trembling. I cannot help it. Her eyes are white. Her movements are convulsive. It's one of the throes of death. She doesn't see me. She begins to speak as him, and it's horrible. I want to cry. She's writing everywhere with both sticks of chalk.
Where do we find him, Father?
Alice, my daughter,
Alice?
I know the answer to your question.
I can't believe that Alice made my little girl go through all this. Damned woman!
Look to the old cemetery and find the crypt and the crossing of 4 others. Felled by bullets, color of roads, are digging giant and trampled by feet. Okay. Why can I not enter the old cemetery? Maybe I need to grab something in the... in the crypt? Like a torch or something? But I thought I had examined everything. Like, I found the message. Yeah, no, nothing here.
Kate! Kate! Oh my god.
Oh god.
It's Alice's father, mummified.
Snake nesting conspiracy. In the district of St. Victor, while in the Hackton Washington old house, masons have uncovered a nest of snakes which has spawned upwards of 100 squirming reptiles. These reptiles didn't inhabit the bottom of the wall long since yeah, we read this before.
It's Alice's father, mummified. Madam Destiny. A map of British rivers. Alice keeps her father's belongings in this room, even the canteen from his boat. Alice sleeps here. Alice is not merely peculiar, she is mentally ill.
Wow,
They can't see this.
what gave you that idea?
Alice, she brought my daughter even further. They followed this direction in this message. They went to the old cemetery.
Did you get the idea the moment that she actually disinterred her father? Was that the first clue? Felled by bullets, colored roads, irritating giant, and trampled by feet.
I need to recall some facts about certain famous people buried in this cemetery.
No, I don't think so. Irritating giant, for sure. One is unnamed. Felled by bullets, trampled by feet. I feel like when we see them, they're gonna be obvious. Like the archaeologist that was 7 feet tall. So. Scholar of roads. Unnamed. Botanist, died of typhus. No, we're still looking for trampled by feet and felled by bullet. Now, trampled by feet and unnamed. Felled by bullet. Alright. So we found the crypt, which is this one.
Kate! Kate!
Kate, my dear child. I do not know when you will hear this message, but I do know that one day you will be here, Kate. My blood, my light. I rue the day I lost you in the living world. Death is nothing to me, except to leave you behind and with him. Holmes. Sherlock Holmes. Will you have to understand, he is your worst enemy. But because he so loves to hide behind the mask of his dubious morality, he would never kill you. Holmes. Holmes. I'm certain that he never understood you, and I'm sorry for that. I hope you didn't cry too often having him as your father. I trust that you made him cry. Don't distress yourself, my child. I died by his hand. But your questions are over since you now know. You are my daughter. What matters is that you continue my work. Join our cause, you will be the empress of evil. My Kate, my flesh, before Holmes's eyes and in front of the world. Kate Moriarty has arrived.
This is very dramatic.
Moriarty. You. Kate. Oh no.
The observation of the asteroid movement through the telescope led me to the discovery of 2 new stars, which are called Mirak and Adil. Together with other dim stars, they create a marvelous constellation, and its shape reminded me of my dear bird cat.
Young Kate and her father. metal star with an extremely precise carving. Metal... The dynamics of an asteroid. Work by Professor James Moriarty.
From childhood tower, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source, I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone, and I loved alone. Then in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of good and ill the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent or the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from sun that brown Romeo rolled in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm and the cloud that took the form, when the rest of heaven was blue of a demon in that hue.
That's a ribbon from Kate's hair. Kate met her true father. I need to find Alice. I'll make her speak this time. Professor James Moriarty. Because I could not stop for death. Kindly stop for me. Carriage held but just ourselves. And immortality.
Do I have to... Can I... Oh, no. No, okay. Do you want me to go back to Kate? Yeah. Oh, I guess I just need to leave. I guess I'll have to be back for something there. Oh.
It's blocked from the outside. What? Alice!
Accept your death, you fool!
You witch! Let me out! Free Kate! Come back, witch!
Which would it be?
Keep your head, Sherlock. This is the only way to get out of here. Metal... Moriarty must have set up an astronomer's riddle here.
Alright. Oh, is it a path thing? Yeah, it looks like it's your circuit problem. Okay. So we don't want to go there yet because we're gonna close it, but we can go here and here, back down here, and up to this, and down. So if you're wondering how to do these kind of puzzles, just always start with one of the 2 points that has an odd number of sides coming out of it. And then kind of just wing it. You should be able to easily get to the end as long as you always move through something that you're supposed to be moving through. So for example, now we're going to go here. And here, and here, and here. So that's it. There you go. Pretty easy. I'm sure that all of you probably know what I'm about to say, which is that I don't like this case. This is not a case. This is just a bunch of puzzles strung together. There is no subtlety to this, no mystery.
Watson! Holmes, she tricked me.
Where's she gone? Watson, where?
I don't know. She left saying that she had to go and see a lady. A Mrs. Destiny?
Madam Destiny, she's a boat.
What?
Over there, Watson. She's abducted Kate.
I can't believe it.
She's a lunatic, Watson. She made a room for her dead father, and now Kate is with her.
And the boat is burning. Cool.
They're on the boat. Hurry, Watson.
Am I gonna let Alice die if I have a chance? You betcha. You don't endanger my child like that. No, it is ultimately a good thing that we had to take a break in case
Stay
for...
here and hold on to the boat, Watson. Kate! Kate! Where are you?
Because this last case would not have made for a full stream either way.
I'm here! Just jump! Alice! I'm afraid! I know, but you'll be alright! Look! It doesn't burn! Come on! Ah!
Kate! Oh my god, no!
Ah, go away!
Kate!
I'm a Moriarty! I'm the devil's daughter! I'm cursed! I'm a monster!
You're none of those things!
What? That does not make you a monster.
Yes! That's why you've always lied to me!
I only lied in order to protect you. You're still so young, my god! Ask Watson!
I was lied to all of my life! Do you have any idea how that feels?
No, Kate! I know what evil is. You have a good heart.
Wow. That was a neat trick.
Yes! He knows! Nothing can change fate! Listen! He allowed George Hurst to kill Lord Marsh, who was already condemned to death by tuberculosis!
But this isn't your life. You have me.
You? You sent me away! When I'm home, we fight all the time! You're ashamed of me!
No! No. It's me, Kate. I never learned patience. My own father was the same with me.
It isn't possible to escape
Shut up.
destiny! The Rasco gang didn't. Holmes failed to reveal their murderer. Their death was their destiny, Kate.
Kate, don't listen to her.
And Holmes will be murdered himself! I have foreseen it!
I am definitely letting you die if I have the chance.
I may be killed one day. It's a risk that I take, but my work helps to save other lives.
Really? And albeit? And Percy Fleming? You save lives? No! You enjoy taking lives! You can't save me either!
Kate, you'll be safe with me. I'll protect you. I care about you.
How can you trust him? He killed your real father, Kate! Why? Why did you kill him?
It was his life or mine. I had no choice, Kate.
See? Everything is determined! Remember the signs! Our meeting! The ceremony!
Kate, no, no. How can this suddenly mean more to you than your childhood?
See? It is time! The next life awaits us!
Hey, what sane woman would keep her father's mummified remains? She's irrational.
And it's like, oh shit, you got a good point though.
Okay, I can't lose you. I can't. I love you.
Alright, we at least convince her to come with us, okay. That's alright, we'll save you. We'll figure out a way. Assuming we don't mess it up.
Kate! Oh, God. Are you alright? She really was the devil's daughter. Over here! Hurry!
Oh, I guess the devil's daughter was not Kate, it was Alice. Makes sense. I thought it was Kate, but...
Daddy, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry too, Kate.
Yeah, I don't think this was a good way of wrapping up the game, honestly. Look, you know, when we're talking about detectives or, you know, investigation games, I think, for example, the Phoenix Wright games. And you want to go out with a bang. And a bang for a detective game is not a crazy plot twist story that's half an hour long. It's a complex case with a couple of dead ends that you have to get around to find the true culprit, right? It's the previous game, Crimes and Punishments, was honestly much better. It lacked an overall plot, but then again, if this was the overall plot that the game could deliver, then maybe it was better without the overall plot. I feel like, well, we'll play Chapter 1 sometime in January, and I'll see how that holds up. I played it when it came out. I was not a fan of it, mostly because I thought they shoved Sherlock into an open world that served no real purpose besides kind of just being there. Yeah, doing this full franchise playthrough kind of made me realize that the Testament of Sherlock Holmes was probably the best of the bunch. I have a strong connection to Nemesis, the one in which you fight Arsène Lupin, just because I love the puzzles in that one a lot. But probably, all things considered, the Testament of Sherlock Holmes is the strongest of the bunch. Whereas for the single case approach, Crimes and Punishment is really, really good. So our plans when it comes to this series of streams, and which again we'll pick up again in January, is to play through Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 and its DLC, which I've actually never played through, I believe. And then we have a couple of other games we might check out. I'm not gonna necessarily commit to a full playthrough of those, but there's like Point and Click, no, Point and Click is not what I'm looking for. Hidden Objects games and things of the sorts that we might check out. Still made by Frogwares under Sherlock Holmes' name. Also, they just throw you back to the main screen. I don't love it. Almost want to replay this case to condemn everybody and be consistent. Yeah, I enjoyed some of the pieces in the cases. I think were fun, but one of them, this one, dragged too long. Especially when you get to the Maya Temple version of it, it's just like, what are we doing? And the other thing is that there is a lot of bad mini games that need not be there. Stealth missions, tailing missions, weird mini games, like that's not what makes these games good, in my opinion. I appreciate that they tried something different, but I'm glad that they didn't really stick to them in the long run. But anyway, thank you for watching. This was the ending of Sherlock Holmes: The Devil's Daughter on twitch.tv/gameswithnick. If you're catching the VOD on Twitch, make sure to check out my YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/gameswithnick. We will be, because I'll be off from Twitch for about a month, from mid-December to mid-January, but some videos, including some exclusive videos, will go out on youtube.com/gameswithnick. So especially if you enjoy retro games, you might want to check out the channel over the break. If you're watching this VOD on YouTube, thank you for watching it. You might want to follow me on twitch.tv/gameswithnick as well. Hit the follow button, hit the bell. I should have started streaming again by the time this one goes live on YouTube. So come and check out the games we're playing. We're definitely playing some more of Dark Souls Remastered and Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, trying to finish both of those. Otherwise, if you're already on YouTube, you already have seen the vast backlog of things that I've been streaming. Feel free to check any of those out. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. So, thank you for watching, and until next time.